YouTube for sure, right? And then you can go to Why We Can Be Great community to see it live if something happened with the internet. I'm hoping that I did not give out too many different Zoom links. All right, I am not great at this stuff. I do the best I can, and sometimes I do too much. So it is what it is. But it's our first time doing an event such as this, where we give away free information on how to take houses. Subject-2. It'll be an ongoing process this week for sure. With the thoughts of maybe doing it next week as well. But we finish this week. We're not training to just drag stuff out. We'll give you the information. I'm finna cut and paste a couple areas so that in the messages, so that if you liking what you're hearing and you want to know more about it, then okay, hello, Shreveport in the house. Everybody, as you log on, just add your information, where you coming from, so we kind of know who we got on the call, right? The setup is going to be really simple. Coach Joe's going to present information. I'm going to try and push a little bit of dialogue in there. And then afterwards, we'll have a little Q&A. And it will not be all night long. It's not be an hour, right? It will be probably about right at 30 minutes long, since we're doing it so many days. If you can do it every day this week, that'd be perfect. We'll ask you that you like to share this with other people, invite more people on, especially if you love the information, and we hope you are loving the information. What I'm sharing with you right now on my screen is our plan and our path for a successful future, right? So with time, everything happens over time. And if you set yourself on the right path and anchor yourself in that path and get steadfast and unmovable and always focused, then you probably can create generational wealth. And that's what the family of birds are. That's a generational wealth. That's why you got a big bird, a little bird, and a tiny bird. We're trying to create generational wealth. This is an environment where we say, don't wait to be great. So we want you to always look forward. We want you to change the paradigm. We want you to change the paradigm all over the world, not just in your household, but you got to start somewhere. So why not start in your household? So Why Wait to Be Great is all about mindset and changing your attitude and your dimensions, the way you look at things. And then Investing Now 2021 is about a plan and a path to help you reach your generational wealth, help you reach your generational goals, help you reach your number one goal, right? And then if you get on a call with me, on a coaching call, my job is to pull out what is that number one goal. And in 15 minutes, you'll be surprised at what I can do in 15 minutes. If you're honest and transparent, we can pull out your number one goal and have you on a plan and path, set you on it so you can do it. So that's what this program is about. I'm Coach T. Williams again. Coach Joe is on the call. He's going to be the lead instructor for the next few days. I'm going to be his wingman, as assistant as I can, adding a little bit here, adding a little bit there. But we definitely want you to invite other people to this environment. We definitely want you to take advantage of the opportunity to learn from us. We definitely want you to see how we're different than most gurus out there, because we're not gurus. We're just everyday people that want other people to be better than what they are now. And the way we hope to make you better than what you are now is by giving you some simple steps that you have to take. That's really it, guys. There's no magic behind this. It's simple steps that you have to take. You take those steps, and then you see results. And as you see those results, you keep on refining and retuning and getting better at it. And not waiting to be great is the way that we do that. So why wait to be great? Invest now and grow your future. Coach Joe, man, Coach Joe, I'm turning it over to you while I play with the administrative stuff. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and let you share your screen. We're going to go ahead and use your PowerPoints, because I don't know what my marketing put the PowerPoints in. I know I rebranded and everything, but I don't know what she.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. That's why we're here, man. Well, one of the things that I have to say is that, you know, for those of us that are experienced in real estate, those of us that are new to real estate is still the number one way to actually, you know, become a millionaire. In fact, real estate makes more millionaires than all other industries out there combined, investing in real estate. And if you look at and research any of the gurus out there right now, any of the large wealthy people, Bill Gates, what has he been known for recently? Buying up all the farmland. You know, Jeff Bezos from Amazon, what is he known for recently? cornering the market when it comes to new build. You know, he launched his real estate company last year and now owns over $1 billion worth of real estate. And watch this, Coach, not just real estate, but residential single family homes. And within 1 year, this man owns over $1 billion worth of real estate, single family homes. So this is still the way to go, still the way to go. And so what we're here tonight to share with you guys is how to get in real estate and be extremely creative to where you create a win for yourself, for the sellers, for the banks, for your legacy. All the way around, you're creating a win. By following these simple steps, these simple techniques, as long as you execute them, you will reach your goals. But you have to be consistent at it. So you won't reach your goal by doing it one time. No, you have to duplicate it. So, Coach, here's something that I'm going to show you right now. And I feel comfortable with showing this to you because this is public information. All right. So let me share my screen right now. All right, Coach, can you see my screen?
I can. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. What do you think about this house right here?
I want to live in that house. I would like to live in that house.
Beautiful house, right?
Beautiful.
Beautiful house. Look at it. Look at it. Beautiful. Now, man, look at that kitchen. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Now let me show you where the sexy part comes into play. Because we see the house. The house is immaculate. It's beautiful. Better than any house I've ever lived in, I tell you that. Bathrooms, all right. Yeah, my bathroom maybe. Yeah, I got them on the bathrooms. Anything else, though, they got me. They 100% got me. All right, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Coach, what would you pay to actually own a home like this?
Oh, wow. I love that pool, man. I love that pool.
Yard, man.
Where is that house located at? I mean, I know I will pay over $1 million for sure.
This house
if
is
I'm buying that
located
right.
in, I want to say Baton Rouge, but Plaquemine Parish, not sure exactly where that is.
That down south right there. That's in between Opelousas and Lake Charles area. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's on down in that area. I think somewhere down there. Okay.
If I told you you could own this home right now, this $1 million home right now for no money out of your pocket, would you be interested?
Heck yeah, who wouldn't?
Now, if I give you the keys to it and tell you it's yours, what are you going to do with it?
Well, since I ain't living there, I'm about to figure out something. I'm about to rent it out, huh?
I mean, hey, that's one notion. Man, can you
imagine? Rent it out. I can lease option it out to somebody else. So I can give me a little money up front and get paid every month.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
You know how far it is from nice areas that people like to stay at and everything. We can make that little a nice Airbnb. Somebody probably like to go out there and make some videos out there. I don't know. They may like their backyard look nice.
I'm telling you. Look at where it was originally listed this year at 1.1 million. So the value is there. They reduced the price. As the market hardened because of the interest rates, they reduced the price. But now they're at it went contingent. Now it's back on the market. Now watch this, Coach. This is what I would do with the property because I know. Because the title of this exercise here, this course here is how to Subject-2 pre-foreclosures. Is that right?
That's what it is.
Nothing on this listing right here that you see says that this property is going through foreclosure. But there's sources out there that will tell you that this property right now is going through foreclosure. Scheduled for auction in September. Scheduled for auction. Not only is it going to foreclosure, Coach, it's going to foreclosure for $650,000.
That sounds like a wholesale almost too now, if you can get that under contract.
$650,000. Now you have the chance to step in to relieve some pressure for this family to where they do not have to go through the embarrassment of the foreclosure. Because you know, when you own a $1 million house, now it's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's, you know, it's a tarnish on your image and your brand. So that's what happens. So what we'll work on is, hey, we'll step in and we say, you know what? Hey, let us help you. Let us help you. So Coach, this is what I'm doing with this property right here. This house here is worth over $1 million. They owe $650,000. So whenever I approach this seller, because the property is listed for sale with an agent, so I'm going to do a different route with this. But when I have the conversation, I'm telling them, you know what? Tell you what, let me buy the house from you for exactly what you owe on it. Exactly what you owe on it. That's number one. I'll stop the foreclosure. You'll never experience it. I'll pay off the debt and you can walk away. Now they may say, nah, I don't want to do that because it's a lot of equity. You're right. That's $400,000 worth of equity. So because I know that that's probably one of the routes that they're going to want to go, I tell you what, let me do this here. Let me stop the foreclosure. Let me put the house, we leave the house listed for sale. Okay. So now in every single month, I charge you a percentage of the money that I have out. For instance, if we have to pay off this loan, $650,000 every single month. So they get a loan for $650,000 every single month. That loan increases every single day that money is not within our bank account. Every day. You're saying $650,000. Whoa, Coach, you got $650,000? No, sir. But I got access to it. So what do? I go to my lender, write a loan. I get paid from writing a loan, right? Now, on the flip side, we put a lien on the property. So now when the property sells, hey, I get another check. That's one way. Or I may get lucky, Coach. They may just want to walk away and say, you know what, we're done. We've already moved out, moved on. So in the event that happens, I now inherit, the company now inherits almost $400,000 worth of equity off of one transaction. Now here's the thing, Coach. That's a unicorn. You know, that's a unicorn. However, there's opportunities like this that exist right within our communities, that we drive by, ride by on a daily, weekly basis, and we don't know what to do. We don't know what the opportunity is. So because we're focused here on pre-foreclosures, we're going to dive into the steps, step by step, of exactly what I do, how I do it, when I do it, why I do it, to get my hands on some of these pre-foreclosures. And because of you, Coach, because of you, I'm gonna point my finger at you tonight. Because of you, you challenged me to share this information, challenged us to share this information with the group. I went back and I combed through one state, a small state, has over 2,000 pre-foreclosures right now, a small state now, 2,000 pre-foreclosures. I identified about 30 leads, and each one of these leads has over $125,000 of equity. Over $125,000 worth of equity. This one here I just showed you had over $350,000 worth of equity. Just one. Now, what does that equity mean? Once you learn this process that we're going to share with you, you're going to learn how to negotiate with the sellers, negotiate with the banks. Here's the easy part. If the sellers have already abandoned the home, oh, they're looking for help. And you're going to be just the person to offer it to them. Not only are you going to help them, but you're going to do it at no charge to them and for them. Because whenever you get this done, you own the asset. Now, several ways you can do this: with money, with no money. I shared with you guys a way of doing it with money. Going to the lender, because I have access to private capital I can work with to do creative things with. Now, a way of doing it with no money, you have them fill out a authorization packet that we will give you. You have them fill that out. You fax that to the bank. You call the bank 48 hours after you fax it to them. And now you begin the negotiation process. Number one thing we're going to teach you: stop the foreclosure. First and foremost, stop it. This is a document you need. Sign it, send it, stop. Next, all right, how do we negotiate? Now we're going to show you and teach you exactly how to negotiate with the banks. What do those negotiations look like? What do they sound like? What do they feel like? And why are we even negotiating with them? These are the things that we're going to show you, we're going to share with you so you can get out there and implement them. And here's the thing: it's nothing to even be afraid of. Because when you call, when you call the bank, you say exactly what I share with you to say. You're going to get the responses that you need to move to the next stage. So you don't have to figure it out. You do not have to figure it out. When you call, you ask 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. Write it down. Boom. Now, once you hang up the phone, you know what your next steps are. When you come back to us as a group, we're able to say, okay, share 1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay. So this is what you do and how you do it. After you do that 2 or 3 times, you got this. You only need us for special circumstances, unique circumstances. So this right here, what you're getting ready to learn, what we're getting ready to dive into, is going to unlock doors that you only dreamed of, that you've only seen on YouTube. You've always wondered, man, how are these people doing that? Man, ain't no way. This can't be real. Really? Yes, really. So we're getting ready to dive into this, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how this is done. And most importantly, why this is done. Because this is done, again, to help 3 entities. Is there, number one, remember this. Number one is there to help the seller, the owner of the home. Number one. Number 2 is there to help the bank. Because the banks, they don't want the houses back. That's why they have auctions, so they can sell them. 3 is there to help you. That's what it's there for. So you remember those 3 things, you're going to eat well at night. You're going to sleep well at night. Then, then I may actually have an opportunity. We may be able to be neighbors in this $1 million neighborhood. I don't want to live there, but however, it's nice to know that I have the option to. That's what I like. I don't have to live there, but knowing I have the option to, that's what's amazing to me. All right, guys, let's dive into this. We're going to start off and we're going to take a look at what is a foreclosure. Okay. Many of us, we believe that we know what foreclosure is. Foreclosure, to make it simple, that's when the bank has repossessed the property. Now, that property could be movable property or immovable property. So, example, a trailer, that's a movable property. The bank could foreclose on the trailer, but not the land. Okay, a house that's on a slab or pier and beam, typically that's all going to be on one loan. So the bank is going to finance the land and the house. So in this case here, when you look at the county records, you're going to see the foreclosure for immovable objects. That's what's going to say a house. So anytime you go down to your county, parish, you're looking at foreclosures or share of sales, go to immovable objects. That will point you to houses. Okay. So now, foreclosure is just a bank threat, commitment to repossess the home if you do not bring that debt current and or settle the debt that's owed entirely. Okay, remember that, entirely. It's not always necessary to pay it off. You could just bring it current. So if you have a property, your loan on it is you owe $100,000. However, you're only behind $17,000. The bank is foreclosing on you for $100,000. But in your mortgage, it states as long as you're current, the bank cannot exercise the foreclosure. So you pay the $17,000, you keep your house, you keep that mortgage, and you keep making payments. Okay, so foreclosure, settle the debt that's owed in its entirety and or the portion that's derogatory right now. All right. So now remember this. So you have before the foreclosure, you have its predecessor, which is the pre-foreclosure. All right. The pre-foreclosure starts, that process starts day 31 after that payment is missed. And if you're in a short month, it's going to be day 30. You know, it's going to be short. So that's when the pre-foreclosure process starts. The first month following the month of the missed payment. Now, does not mean that they go and foreclose on you on the second or third month, which we're going to dive into this here shortly. But it's important to know what a foreclosure is, and it's important to know what a pre-foreclosure is and have a good understanding of it, because when you're having conversations and dialogue with the people that you're seeking to help, they're not going to know. They're going to tell you, oh, I think the bank's already taken it. No, sir. No, ma'am. The bank has not taken it. You know, there's still time. You know, there's still time. You know, but we must move swiftly. All right. So remember this, the pre-foreclosure is a predecessor to the foreclosure. So the pre-foreclosure is going to let the borrower know, the owner know, hey, you owe us money. We would like to work out a plan with you so we do not have to foreclose on the property. So please contact us. Okay, that's when that process immediately starts. Now, from the time that it starts to the time the paperwork is filed and now it's public record, now that's a different timeline, which we'll get into that as well. So I hope this stuff is making sense right now. Let T in. All right, perfect. Brought us right to this point. The foreclosure process and the time that it takes to actually process a foreclosure. Now, I'd like to let you know that the timeline for a foreclosure is all dictated upon what state you're living in, what state that you're working in. Are you in a judicial state or non-judicial state? Which we'll get into this. Okay, but let me share with you guys the process, the phases of the foreclosure. Now, remember, this is the pre-foreclosure. Once you get to phase 5, where it's real estate owned, that's the actual foreclose. The forecloses officially happen. Okay, so the very first thing is going to happen, you're going to get a notice of default. Okay, well, your payment goes in default. That's that first day following month of that missed payment. Your payment goes in default. Then the seller will actually receive that notice of default shortly after. You know, probably within the first 5 days, they'll receive that notice of default. And the bank is going to move swiftly, so they're going to send that certified. overnight. They want to make sure that you receive that. They also want to make sure that you know that, hey, look, there's options that we can help you. What you're going to notice is a lot of people that you're going to speak to, they're exhausted with going through this process. So they're going to tell you, oh, I've tried that, I've tried this, I've done that, and didn't work, and I don't know, and all of that. If they've already abandoned the house, perfect. Let me do the heavy lifting with the bank. Let me handle this so you don't have to. My commitment to you is to ensure that the foreclosure does not happen. Well, how can you ensure that? Well, with your cooperation and the bank's cooperation, I feel most certain that I can get this done, as there are several ways to get this done. And I share that with them. And I get it done. Phase 2, notice of default. Phase 3, notice of trustee sale. What is that? That's telling you right then and there, hey, look, if you do not pay, this is your date of your auction. If you do not pay, that date could be 30 days out, could be 60 days out, 90 days out, 120 days out. Who knows? Right? And so it could be a lot of time between phase 2 and phase 3, or it can be a short period of time between phase 2 and phase 4. So you got the notice of the trustee sale. That's whenever you go down to the public auction. Your house is auctioned off. Phase 4 is the trustee sale. That's whenever your house is being auctioned. The seller's house is being auctioned off. Phase 5. Now, the bank has an opportunity to buy it just as well as you and I have an opportunity to buy it directly at the county's steps. So that's phase 5. It says real estate owned. Could be anybody. Anybody. The bank could buy it back. An investor could buy it back. The owner could buy it back. Could be anyone. So what that means in phase 5 is that the seller typically no longer owns that home. It's someone else. And I'm going to tell you guys about a deal here once I get through this. Phase 6, if the property is not vacant, now the eviction process takes place. All right, eviction process takes place. Now let's dive into there. How long does it take for a foreclosure? Just take a look here at some examples. Hawaii, 3,000 days. Heck, I don't even know how many years that is. 10 years? 10 years in Hawaii to foreclose. And it's probably that way because, that's a protected land. So they want to give the families there, not just people, the families there, every opportunity possible to preserve that land in their family's name. Give them folks 10 years. New York, 1,800 days. Wow. Look at Indiana. These are years, right? Now, whenever you get down, take a look at Wyoming. It's a couple months. Arkansas, almost a year. Tennessee, almost a year. Now, click on this. Let's see here if that opens for us. It does. All right. So let me show you guys this here. We're going to pause here. All right. So here's the actual days. Does it show days? Total prop. Okay. Boom. This is the properties. Now, this is back in 2021. So we need to find an updated source. I need to find an updated source. But back in 2021, let's take a look at Louisiana, 1,200. And Louisiana is actually the house that I looked at. I mean, the state I looked at yesterday. And they have 2,400 pre-foreclosures. I can pull it up right now and tell you exactly how many what's the number in each state. So this is the number of filings, right? In each state. That's a lot. That is a lot. A lot. So I want to share with you, that tells you that it is a huge, huge amount of opportunity out there. Huge amount of opportunity. So, Coach, I'm going to pause right here because I know we said 30 minutes. And so I don't want to dive too far. But what I would like to know, Coach, let me just do this here. This is one of the sites I use right here, Texas. Texas right now has 6,000 pre-foreclosures. 6,000. Okay. All right. There we go. Louisiana, 2,100 pre-foreclosures. Illinois, 23,000. Coach, 23,000 pre-foreclosures. Ooh, oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So these are just, Coach, where are you at? North Carolina, right?
I am.
North Carolina, 4,300 pre-foreclosures. Now, so I'm just going, I just want you guys to see that it's an abundance amount of opportunity. South Carolina, 7,000 pre-foreclosures. Let's just see if they will show the entire U.S. No, nope, they ain't that lucky. They ain't gonna show just the entire No, they ain't gonna just show the entire U.S. So, but that just shows you right there, there is an abundance amount of opportunity out here for us to help people. Okay, an abundance amount of opportunity. Now, let me see if I can pull this up right here. So you guys can see this. And what was that? Here we go. The house we were looking for, that we were looking at. Let's see here. This one here. Okay. It was recorded. Here we go. On 6/13/2023 by Fidelity Bank. Pre-foreclosure information. The auction date. Look at that. 10. So not October 11th. Coach, how much did I say? 650? There you go, right there. 656,000. Right there. Mortgage balance. So that just tells you right there that it's a huge opportunity to help people. Huge opportunity. Huge opportunity to get wealthy. Huge opportunity. And like I shared with you guys earlier, there's literally houses out here, Coach. There's houses out here, Coach. You could take your line of credit. You could buy the house in its entirety. You can hold it for 30 to 40 days. You can refinance it, which means you pay yourself your money back. You rent the property out and you go out and do it again. Every single month with this strategy here, Coach, you could be buying just on the easy side, 2 houses a month. Two houses a month.
Hey man, all right, look, I mean, tonight has been already, I hope that the audience and the people that listen in can see the validity and how they can help other people. I just, man, because you said that over and over again, I said huge opportunity to. Hashtag huge opportunity to. You just created a hashtag, huge opportunity to. Man, this is awesome. This is awesome, man. This is just day one, guys, of Coach giving information away, trying to help y'all to understand that there's opportunities everywhere you go. People saying saturated market, people saying all this different rhetoric out there about how real estate is not good and why not to do this and how scary it is and interest rates up. Guys, it's so much more. Right now, with the interest rates being what it is, it has nothing to do with Subject-2. Because if a house have an interest rate of of 3%, and you take that house over subject to the existing loan, that interest rate is your new interest rate. So when people say interest rates are up and we can't buy houses because it costs too much, then you just have to pivot on your strategy. You cannot do it the way you were doing it at first. You have to do something different. That's what this is about, right? Being a real estate investor is having different tools inside of your toolbox, tool bag, tool briefcase, tool whatever, to pull out when an opportunity comes. So it's not about taking advantage of anybody. It's not about hurting people. It's about finding somebody that needs your assistance and your expertise to work on their product. You don't go to a mechanic and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take my car over here. Don't take advantage of me. No, you brought your car there because you need somebody to help. These people don't even know who can help them. So you're calling them so that you can offer help and assistance. And then from there, it moves forward. So you are the doctor. You are the mechanic. You are the solution to their situation, not the headache, not the ripoff, not the bad person. So Coach, man, thank you for this tricks, man. You gave away your product you got that shows you that deal default, I want to say, what it was, default research, I want to say.
Right.
You lined up $1 million property that people can take over subject to the existing loan right now, which is $650,000, but you got $1 million asset. That product is still good. It's kind of like Apple. You buy Apple stocks at a low rate. Apple is still a good product. You just bought it at a low rate. That $1 million house is $1 million house all day long. Right now, you're just buying it at a low rate, right? So you have those opportunities to win, and that win goes for the title company, that win goes for the closing attorney, that win goes for that seller, and that win goes for your generational wealth building strategy. So guys, I'm just amazed. I'm so happy to be close brothers of that young man called Coach Joe, because I have folks like that I have to see talk to and be around on a daily basis. That just pushes me farther up the chain, right? Because we only as good as the people we hang around, right? We only can go as far as we can see. And when people in your circle that can see farther than you or see things that you can't see, then guess what? When they talk to you, now you can see it, just like he just shared the information with you, right? And Coach said earlier, hey, because I challenged him to say, hey, man, what can we do to help people out? He went and researched and studied pre-foreclosure just last night and came across some amazing opportunities just because I asked him, hey, what can we do to help more people out? Now he found more opportunities to help himself out for looking how he can help you out and anybody else to listen to this. Do you understand? Do you see the ironic part of that? You're looking to help somebody else out, and because you're trying to help somebody else out, you help yourself out and you find opportunity. But you won't know opportunity if you don't have the knowledge to see it, if you don't be around the right people to understand it, and the people that can answer your questions. So guys, I did put my book, in there. So that's how I kind of do a lead generation to kind of get you to call, read the book, listen to the book audio version, first 2 chapters. Now you know more about me. You just met me for the first time. So of course you don't know me. You don't need to like me. You don't need to trust me. But I hope my book, Why Wait to Be Great, Invest Now, Grow Your Future, will give you a small glimpse of who I am. And then that way you can get a coaching call, and then we can help you discover your number one goal. So that's why I asked you to buy the book, so you can kind of know who I am. And hey, look, I already wrote the book, and I got to pay my little money back, but $8 or $9 ain't gonna make me rich. Plus you got to pay Sprite. I see a question. May I ask, when is the next section? The next section is tomorrow. Same time, same channel. You already got the Zoom link. Just get on 9 o'clock this time, Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Everybody definitely welcome. Please come every day. More information to give, more tidbits to make you motivated, inspire, and encourage you to take action. And we hope that you can do that from this course. Please invite others. Please share the links that we gave. We on Why Wait to Be Great Facebook community. You're on www.investing now 2021 YouTube channel, and so many other sources out there. Those are 2 sources I would like y'all to go to join, to be a part of this movement. And I would like for everybody, if you don't mind, please hashtag huge opportunity 2. Right. I think that's a good movement to start, saying, hey, I'm a part of the huge opportunity to help somebody, a huge opportunity to help my family, huge opportunity to learn from other people, huge opportunity to serve other people, huge opportunity to be something more than I was the day before. Right. I think Coach I just created it based off Coach saying huge opportunity. Coach, did I say it like you?
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all, we have fun on this. It's not about being all obnoxious and crazy and tight, right? We want to have fun. We want a loving environment. We want a loving community. So, Coach, man, I appreciate you. Any questions? I'm looking in the chat box. I do have several screens. Let me scroll down. I see one new comment. All right, thank you. Huge opportunity to keep learning more. Absolutely, Vincent. Thank you for that, brother. Huge opportunity to, man. You just created a whole movement, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being on. Thank y'all. What questions y'all have? Do y'all have any questions? We did go over time. We wanted to try and keep this at 30 minutes because we want to be respectful for your time, and we're going to have you a couple of days. We can't just give it all away all at one time because it's going to be information overload. That small tidbit of information was a whole lot of information. That was a whole lot. Went through an actual property that's subject to right now that you can take on. What he gave you the steps that you can stop the pre-foreclosure. He also gave you his resource tool that he used and shared it with you, and then showed you state by state by state of all opportunities in one state when everybody says no opportunities out. Now, he asked me a question. What would I do? You can wholesale it, you can lease option it, you can rent out per room, you can do all kinds of things, right? Now, if a house got HOAs, of course, you can't do all those things, but you can do so many of those things. But because you have those skill sets, you have options, right? It's more to follow. Man, I'm excited. Myself. I think I missed my shirt to eat my pizza today, man. That doggone love to pop on my shirt, man. God doggone it. All right, let me see. Let me scroll down some other comments. We will learn more about wholesaling with foreclosures, not per se in this class. We are talking about Subject-2 right here. Our program is all about wholesaling, right? That's where we start off with right there. That's the blueprint. We start teaching folks wholesaling so you can accidentally make money. After you accidentally make money, we hope that you can buy your first home so you can fix and flip it or fix and keep it, right? Now, we're ahead of the game because we're talking about foreclosures right now, stopping the foreclosure process. So we're on this level right now. But that is a great beginner starting strategy right there, where my thumb is at. I'm getting pretty good at this. Wholesaling, right? That's one of the greatest strategies to get into real estate. A strategy, you're not a wholesaler, you're an investor. You're just using that strategy to make some money so you can have money to buy your property, your rental property, and then to fix it if you want to fix it or whatever you want to do with it. Nonetheless, you'll make some money. And having a check coming in every month, some shape, form, or fashion is awesome. You go to the barbershop, a beauty shop, and somebody just say, hey, my cousin just passed and they was 80 years old and they kids moved out of town and the house is just gonna go abandoned. You like, what? What? Right? That's a time when you can sit down with that person, say, hey, tell me more about the house. What's the address? Anybody else next to kin you know about? And you saying the people not gonna move back? Oh, okay, then boom. You just found you a deal accidentally in the beauty shop or barbershop where they run their mouth all day, talking loud and talking crazy, right? So that's what we want to do, set you up to have those type of opportunities, right? And that's why I like to teach wholesaling, because it puts you in an environment where you can make money accidentally, right? I just got a call today about that. But nonetheless, this call is about Subject-2 right now. This is what we're going to do. I think that, hey, Coach, maybe we'll do a mini course on wholesaling next month, right? Maybe we'll do a little small like this again. Maybe we make this like a little monthly thing where we do something like that. We'll kick it around, guys. But right now, please share the links, share how you got on, tell other folks get on tomorrow. We're doing this Monday through Thursday. Friday is our day off, family day. Spend time with your family. So looking forward to that. Any other, okay, just bought the book, awesome. Please make sure that you go into your spam or your junk mail, right? because whatever reason, it goes in the spam or junk mail. So it's there. If not, just text me or hit me up, and I'll make sure I personally make sure you get it and make sure everything. All right.
And you know what else, Coach? I'm gonna add this here is that for whoever sticks with us from today till Thursday, what I'm going to do, what I'm willing to do, is actually allow one of them to actually work with me hand in hand on, with finding the leads, preparing, skip tracing the lead, preparing for the call, making the call, and they'll have the opportunity to see the process firsthand.
Hands-on experience.
Firsthand. Now, man, it'd be amazing if we could actually make a call like tonight while we're on the call. However, hey, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm not going to be calling these people around 9 o'clock. But what I will do, again, if it's, we find that one that works with us all the way through to the end, boom, we'll work together. They can hear me call that $1 million customer there. They can hear it. And it's plenty. Coach, I just put one in the system right now. They've owned the house since 2002.
A lot of equity.
2002.
A lot of equity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is man. I don't remember that.
This is a huge opportunity too.
It is. I don't even know. No, and we can hop off after this. I don't know if I can find this or not. But let me see if I can see it. Oh no, 6141. Let's see if this pops up. No, nope. Well, the photos aren't popping up, but I tell you what, the photos aren't popping up, but we'll send them off with this right here, Coach. We'll send them off right here. Here's a house right here. This is a property. It's sold for 208,000. I don't know. I can't remember what we sold it for. Here, let's go scroll down. Maybe we can see it here. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, 190,000. Okay. Oh, no. It was listed for, they sold it again too. Got it. So I don't know, man, I don't know what we sold it for. Coach, I don't remember what we sold it for. Let's see. This is how we can find out. Sometimes they'll show it here. Boom. Oh, Coach, you see that? What did we pay for this house, Coach? $50,000.
Oh, okay. Then I gotcha.
What did we sell it for, Coach? $184,000. Now, mind you, this property here, this was a pre-foreclosure right here. So you guys see it right here. It's a pre-foreclosure. Done. Pre-foreclosure. Bought it for $50K, doing this exact same method that we're doing now. Bought it for $50,000, flipped it, $190,000. Just like that. So it's here. Wish I could see. I wish I had photos of it. Oh no, that's not the one. I tried to buy that one a while back too, Coach. It was on an auction site years ago. But that just goes to show you guys, hey, opportunities here. You're in the right place with the right folks. Now let's make some moves together. Coach, that's all I have to say this evening.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your time. Looking forward to working with you in the future and looking forward to our 15-minute conversation so we can do a discovery call. Looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Same back time, same back channel. Everything's going well. Y'all have a great one.
Later.